Under Armour's going to help get us through. The only way is through.
Only way
so
is
let's
through.
go through it. Let's push through it.
Let's push.
And we push through now to Damn Okay, presented by Under Armour.
Damn. I'm okay. Damn. I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, yes.
I'm okay. The legal gambleizing. Oh, baby. I am Chris Simms. I'm okay. Damn. Okay.
Pete always knows I'm ready to jump the gun right there. He goes, hold on, wait. There's 2 more damn okays. So we just gave love to the wide receivers in our victory laps.
Yeah.
Let's give some love to defensive backs in our damn okay. And we'll start with the Cowboys beating the Giants 44-20. You can give a lot of love to the offensive guys, which I'm sure we'll do here in a second. But Trevon Diggs did it again. 6 interceptions this season, tied for the most interceptions through the first 5 games of a season since 1970. He did it again.
Just trying to think here. It's the best ball skills in football at the DB position.
Well, this was the first one that was on a deep pass, right?
That was
so
the post route, right?
Versatility, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you think this is not, because sometimes.
Yeah, this is not luck interceptions.
It can just be random.
These aren't like the ball popping in the air and I just happen to be there, right?
He's finding the ball.
I've been on teams like that. Like, hey, one year, just for like a short story here, I was playing with the Tennessee Titans 2008 season. We had a corner, Alteron Werner. He was really good.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. His second year in the NFL, now I have left and gone to Denver. He had a bunch of interceptions, or maybe it was third year, then he got to go to Tampa and sign a big contract. It was just because of the interceptions. And I'm not trying to take away anything from Alteron Werner. I'm just saying, he wasn't like an island lockdown corner is what I'm saying.
Sure.
He just happened to be right guy in right place, good hands, whatever. This is not the case. Dallas plays a lot of man-to-man coverage. And Diggs has just got unbelievable feel for what the quarterback is doing drop-back-wise. And then his feel down the field just to play the ball. Unlike most DBs, right, Ahmed? You'd watch DBs weekly who, hey, I'm running with the wide receiver, and they just try to play the wide receiver when they catch the ball, right? Let me just try to time it out when he puts his hands up, and I'll try to rake the ball away. He doesn't do that. He plays it like a receiver when he's down the field, and I think that's what's really impressive about him. And, of course, Dallas in general.
Yep.
Hey, the defense makes plays. The offense puts tremendous pressure on you because they're awesome. They're awesome. I mean, Dak Prescott, the running game, whatever you want to say, good win for the Dallas Cowboys.
So to wrap it up on Diggs here, there is some split opinion out there on him, and I think we have tweets that indicate
he's going to get
that.
what? He's going to get burned every now and then.
So we got Mikey Groggins that's tweeting out Trevon Diggs gets torched every week but gets an interception too, so people think he's elite. And then you got Michael Irvin on the other hand saying, boy, Trevon Diggs looking just like Deion Sanders. # facts.
Yeah, negative Michael Irvin Ghost Rider.
So he's a little too pro Diggs.
No. I mean, nobody would even throw the ball at Deion Sanders. Come on, Deion Sanders.
Maybe they won't pretty soon here for Diggs.
No, that's not going to be the case because our second response is right there. He gets burnt every week, too. He lets up a number of big plays.
Yeah.
I don't think they really care. They want to play aggressive and frenzy on the defensive side of the ball. They play a lot of different looks. That's what Dan Quinn does right now, which is really impressive that he's changed himself that way. And, I think they're content with, not dying slow deaths and playing a little aggressive that way and him making a few plays every now and then. But, he's going to give up a few plays. He does not have, 4.3 top-end speed. And when you're playing on an island against some of these receivers out there, it's going to be an issue. Really good player. But, let's not call him Deion Sanders or Darrelle Revis yet.
Well, Michael Irvin already did.
Yeah.
He did it. It's out there. Jake Cood 13 says, Chris and the big boy Fareed, self-scout thyself. The Dallas Cowboys are not only the best team in the NFC East, but they are a top 3 team in the NFC. And he goes, P.S., we need a Paul Burmeister, Chris Simms, and Ahmed Fareed joint pod one time. Get all 3 of us
Yeah.
here. Paul and I have talked.
Yeah.
I was like, we should just do a pod, me and Paul. Give you a day off.
Right.
We take over the pod.
Nah.
You get out of here.
Nah.
Why not?
Because I want to be there.
You'd want to be here for it.
I want to be here, but I would be cool. I'd like to sit in the middle of you two.
We told Danielle it's like your anniversray or something like that and go enjoy the day. You'd still want to come in
I
here.
want to be here.
Yeah.
Anniversary.
You'd bring her here. She'd be in the background.
Sorry, we can't do that. Hey, listen.
Top 3 team? What do you think?
Well, top 3 team in the NFL, I don't know if I'm going to go there.
NFC.
In the NFC, they're in the conversation there.
Well,
they
yeah.
are.
You'd put Arizona ahead of them. Would you put Arizona ahead of them? I just threw that out there, but
I don't know if I would.
So you'd put Tampa ahead of them.
It would be really cool.
You'd put the Rams
Tampa
ahead of them.
I would probably put the Rams. I'd probably put Green Bay ahead of them, too. I think Green Bay's a tough matchup for them.
Okay.
Just because Green Bay's defense is good, and I do think Rodgers and company are going to move the ball on Dallas, too.
Okay.
But no, I think they're right there in that conversation.
They're 4 for you.
Yeah, maybe 4.
Unofficially right now, they're 4.
You know, like, I think they probably match up. I'm trying to think. I think they probably would match up well with Arizona. I would have a hard time thinking Arizona's going to stop them either.
Yeah.
So that's where I kind of go back and forth. You know, Tampa, as we saw, I mean, yeah, they can stay there toe-to-toe with them. They're going to have to throw the ball to beat them. But no, I think it's a fair question. I certainly didn't expect the defense to be what it is. I just didn't expect Dak Prescott and the offense just to hit the ground running the way they have.
And they went 2 for 5 in the red zone, too. So it could have been even worse.
Definitely.
Against the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants, hey, Giants made some plays. Of course, he had the bad injury with Saquon Barkley turning his ankle. Daniel Jones putting his head down when the game was still, in a competitive part of the game where the Giants were hanging in there. That kind of ended all things there. Kadarius Toney's a freak show.
It was good. He didn't finish the game either, though, because he threw a punch.
He went psycho.
Yeah, 189 yards, though. We saw it on tape. You liked him.
Yeah, he's what we saw out of Florida. A little raw, but when you get the ball in his hands, watch out.
Shifty.
Yeah, he's shifty, and he can really accelerate once he gets the ball. But Dallas, I just think we go back to what we've been talking about. I did not think they would run the ball to that capacity on that Giants defensive front. Giants defensive front a little underwhelming that way. But man, Dallas, I mean, Ezekiel Elliott, another thing. I mean, self-scout thyself. Yeah, I did not expect him to look the way he does either. So Prescott's been better. Offense is creative. They're patient when they need to be in the run game. They can do it all. And to our who asked that last question about self-scout thyself there?
Jake Cood 13.
Yeah, Jake Cood 13. Yeah, dude, you're right. I mean, they're in that conversation for one of the 3 best teams in the NFC, certainly.
In the conversation, the Saints have been in that conversation for many years in a row. They get a victory over the Washington football team, 33-22. We're going to give the damn okay to Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah,
he's back. He missed a little bit of time earlier this year. Lattimore held Terry McLaurin to 2 catches for 31 yards on 8 targets when they were matched up. So that was key. In a game that could have gone either way, there were some mistakes for Taylor Heineke, but some big plays as well. But New Orleans, Chris, when you're watching this game, they did just enough to win this game.
I mean, the game was going to be a tight one if it isn't for the Hail Mary probably at the end of the first half. I mean, that was the changing moment of the football game.
Yep.
Really at a lot of points you were sitting there going, man, okay, wait, Washington's kind of controlling the football game here a little bit. It's scary. The Saints go down and have a good drive. Jameis Winston made some big throws during the day. Certainly when he did make connections, they were for chunks of yards.
Yeah.
But they have the big drive to go 13-13, but then to get the ball at midfield and throw the Hail Mary, I feel like the game was really never the same after that. It kind of put them in a power position. And Marshon Lattimore, just back to him.
Yeah.
When he's like, see, this was personal to him. It was Terry McLaurin, his old college teammate. He wasn't going to let him go out. It's just like when he played Julio Jones with Atlanta. That's when he plays his best. Marshon Lattimore, his problem is he just has games where he gets bored at times. I don't know any other way to say it. But when you see the Marshon Lattimore you saw yesterday, you go, no, that's a top 5 corner in football. He has it all. So, yeah, I'll be excited just to watch that and see what he did to Terry McLaurin, who I really value as one of the better receivers in football.
Yeah, that Hail Mary to Callaway, 49 yards, had a expected completion percentage of 9.9. That was the probability, the most improbable completion in the NFL this season, according to Next Gen Stats.
Yep.
As we do live in the Next Gen Stats era.
That's what we
right
do
now. And Ron Rivera was asked about that play afterwards, like, what happened? He goes, he caught it. That's what he caught it.
Yeah.
But I will say,
right.
I will say that here's another instance because Heineke did bring them back. They were down by 5, 7 minutes left in the game. Washington was still in it. The Saints had the ball, and it's a trend, and we're seeing it now with Sean Payton.
Yeah.
He sees all the young kids, the Staley's going for 4th down. They went for 4th and 1, the Saints did, at their own 35.
Right.
With a 5-point lead.
Right.
And they got it. 6 minutes left in the game. Like, that is a situation. I think of all the 4th downs, maybe that one might be one of the more surprising ones. You got the ball in your own end.
Yeah.
4th and 1, they
got a good defense, but obviously he wasn't feeling it at that moment.
Right.
And so that led to so that was
drive ended with a touchdown pass to Kamara, who was big in this game for them.
Was that drive. Okay.
Yep.
So that's I don't know if I saw that play happen live. Kamara was phenomenal. I mean, that's the one thing I saw throughout the game. But I guess this is going to continue to be a trend.
Yeah.
You know, you're up by 5. Okay. You want to control the game, put it away. I guess they figure, listen, if we get stopped, okay, we might be down, or the field goal will still up by 2. But I guess, you know, teams would rather. I don't know the logic in that. I don't know what the logic is.
You think
there.
we're going
really
to? You think
don't.
we're starting to go too far?
I don't. It's hard to argue it with the way it's working out for teams right now. But I think we're going to get into some big football games where it's going to come back to burn teams. I do.
I'm sure.
But it's got to be
like
a
the
gut
49ers.
feeling.
I mean, the 49ers missed 4 of their 5 fourth downs.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a
them.
gut feeling, your matchup, where how your defense is doing. And I guess at that point right there, you know, I'm guessing Sean Payton just didn't feel like his defense was going to make another stop. He was worried about Heineke pulling off some late game magic.
Now, Pete, make sure that actually did happen here. If Chris didn't see it, and
that's all right.
I think that
I
did
can't
happen.
see every play in football.
I think that did happen, but of course I was catching
well,
up.
No, I'm
going to
look right now because I got it right here. So
okay, all right, we're just
let's
that's
see.
why we got Pete says
so
that's
here
why
we
we
go.
got the extension cord.
They had 1st and 10 on the 25. They went Kamara left tackle for 3 yards. Jameis Winston to the middle to Kenny Stills for 6 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jameis Winston for a quarterback sneak off the right guard. He didn't get anything. And then they went Jameis Winston off the left guard, and I guess it was a quarterback sneak again to where he got that, right? He got the 2 yards, got a first down.
Yeah.
On their own 34-yard line, as you explained.
That was it.
Right? And then he hit a deep pass for 32 yards to Troutman after that, and that kind of flipped the field position. And then there was Kamara left tackle to the Washington 21 for 11 yards.
Yep.
And then it was Will Clapp, eligible, Kamara to the right guard for 2 yards. And then we had the pass to Kamara for the touchdown, for the 19-yard touchdown pass, right?
Okay. So,
there you go.
They did not punt. They wanted to control their own destiny. They did that, as many teams are doing. The Saints did it as well.
Saints offense seems like it's going in the right direction. We'll see. Jameis Winston's getting better and better. I mean, I think you're seeing a little bit more confidence from Sean Payton as far as calling the game for him, not like managing him quite to the same extent.
Right.
You know, a lot of new pieces on that offense, of course, and it's a quarterback who's still – working to adjust to play the Saints way and Sean Payton way, and I don't have to be the guy I was in the Bucs and do all the crazy stuff anymore. So there's an adjustment. I'm certainly not giving up on the Saints. They're too good up front on both sides of the ball for me to sit here and go, well, they're going to fall apart here at some point. No, I think the Saints will only continue to get better as the year goes.
Saints are happy that we have an extra game this year. They need a little extra time to figure it out, and maybe they are figuring it out, get the win
Good thing they're
against
Saints because
Washington.
they got that Hail Mary.
One more here in the damn okay. We're going to give it to Darius Slay of the Eagles. He had 2 interceptions, just 1 first down allowed on 6 targets in this game. They beat the Panthers 21-18 in a game, which I just saw the highlights of, extended highlights here. It was a game that I feel so bad for the Carolina defense. I mean, if there's any unit that deserved to win, I feel like it was the Carolina defense.
Yeah.
And that offense and Sam Darnold with the picks, they just let them down in this game. Eagles won, but I feel like the Carolina offense lost.
Yeah, 100%. Sam Darnold, the first interception, I mean, that was bad. It was a bad decision down the right sideline. It looked like it was 2-man, and Darius Slay intercepted the ball there. Where they're controlling the game at that point. As we went on, I can't remember the other Darius Slay interception. I remember seeing it live. I just can't remember the specifics of exactly how that went down. But hey, Sam Darnold, even through their game, their winning streak and their first 3 games, there's a number of plays in every game where you just go, damn, he should hit that. Damn, like, what's he looking at? That guy's open. Is he not looking down the field? Is he looking at the pass rush? So he hasn't settled in yet either. And obviously, we see that the last 2 weeks. He's had a few turnovers and not seeing the field all that well. But, I think between his turnovers and then you get the punt blocked at the end of the football game, right? When they were up, at what point were they up there? That was still, was it a 15? Let me just see if I could figure this out. Well, they were up, it was 18-13 at that point. I think they were up 18-13 and it had the punt blocked, right?
Yeah.
So they pissed this one away, the Carolina Panthers. They certainly looked like the better team on the field, but when you lose the turnover battle and make mistakes like that, the Eagles did a good job just kind of hanging in there and being tough. And that Eagles defense, after the first few drives, really settled in.
Yeah, not unfollowed says, love listening to your show every week. Eagles D for a damn okay for keeping their team in the game like they did. So yeah, if we're gonna bash the Carolina offense, you got to give some love to that defense.
The Eagles defense, I mean, first off, it just starts with the two guys in the middle. Hargrave and Fletcher Cox they f up so many plays. I mean, they are that's one of those tandems where you just go, F up the play stat. Javon Hargrave would be one of the league leaders in football as far as that's concerned. But yeah, Eagles show toughness, certainly. And, got a little fortunate. Hey, even think about the bad snap over Jalen Hurts' head. I mean, the fact that ended up being a safety and not a touchdown, that saved them 4 points. That was a big moment in the football game, definitely. Helped them. And then, so now you're down 15-3, if I remember this correctly.
15-6 at the half.
But 15-3, Carolina got the ball after the safety, did nothing with it. And then, that's where I wanted to go. The Eagles make a huge field goal right at the end of the half, and you go, well, we're only down 9.
That's true.
We got our ass whooped, and it's only 15-9. And that's, as we've talked about a lot in this podcast, when you let teams hang around in the NFL, it always seems to flip at some point.
So congratulations to the Eagles figuring out a way to win a game against the Panthers, 21-18, the final score.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.